Unlikely to challenge here. Looks like Super will get that first bounty rune. Ice in the other end is going to go and try and take that bounty rune, and he gets it successfully.
Okay.
The question is whether or not he's going to be able to get away with that one unscathed.
Lil,
he's going to be able to get a really good body block with the shackle over the top, and Illidan looks like he will be the one to claim the first blood. No, it's going to be G taking that last hit instead.
But they're going to go for this mid lane gank, and the shackle connects.
And now the Gyrocopter ultimate's going to go out, slowing down Super with a power shot. They easily clean up that Alchemist. He starts putting some pressure onto Ice, but as we say that, Fenrir's going to come in, already has the Tombstone. Ice is dropping a bit low, and I think Lil just wants to make the commitment here for this kill. Does get the double drop, gets out the nuke, and takes out the Slardar, and he's still looking plenty healthy. They're going to address the Tombstone now, but a shackle shot comes in, locks down Fenrir. They'll get that kill as well. G is on a killing spree. DK Phobos actually running into the smoke. Now the ultimate goes out from the Gyrocopter. They have the Winter's Curse locking down Illidan. Burning's going to come forward, blows out the Sonic Wave as well. Do they have the heal? Oh no, FNG's not here in time. DK Phobos going to be the next target. Lil comes forward, trying to go for Ice, but a Cold Embrace will help save the Slardar. Nice shackle shot, preventing Vici Gaming from keep on going forward. Ice does his Blink Dagger up, and he's going to go for Lil. Locks him inside of the trees. Burning jumps on top of him as well. Shalgrave will be able to buy him some time, and that's why Super throws that stun over to FNG instead. The shackle shot doesn't last this time around, but Fenrir almost gets blown up. Unfortunately, another good Cold Embrace from FY does save yet another ally. Virtus.pro stumble into just the wrong team fight as they trade 1 for 4. And they're actually going to try and take Roshan here, but Virtus.pro, they're going to be able to run into this one, but the initiation comes out from Ice. They're going to try and blow up Illidan first, but he gets off the BKB. Super turns around, 2-man stun from that unstable concoction, and they will be able to get out. Winter's Curse now laid onto Lil, trying to pop that hero, but Visage is still alive. Burning comes forward and finishes him off, but farther up, they get a shackle shot onto the Slardar. Now they're going to be able to get FY as well. Vici Gaming coming forward. Nice charge from DK Phobos, pushes a couple back, but VP are actually going to try and make the retreat, and they're splintering off. DK Phobos is going to be the first one to TP out, and Vici Gaming may be happy with this one. Might just look to take Roshan instead. Virtus.pro still hanging around, but they've lost DK Phobos. He will be able to charge in.
Oh, that shackle!
That shackle shot comes in. Burning's going to be the target, but an unstable concoction buys Burning time. He actually gets away with the blink, and God is going to be stunned up. It goes for Fenrir instead with that minus armor. Will be able to get that one kill. And Illidan, he actually found the Queen of Pain, able to take her out, and Vici Gaming will be the ones to lose for this time.
That's constant bird control from Lil too is what's enabling them to win that fight, because he was so instrumental in disrupting the fight as much as possible. And
is that how they spotted out the Queen of Pain? Because she was stuck in the trees.
Yeah, he was just hitting him with the birds.
Nice.
He continues to play out that fight, and despite the advantage that it looked like Vici Gaming had for a little bit, like they were fighting in a choke point.
Oh, Ice, the 3-man stun. They're going to go for it. The minus armor with the unstable concoction, and Super just takes him out in one hit. God, he's going to start backing away, but the shackle shot's onto him. FY, he's going to catch up as well, slowing down G. They're not going to be able to get Roshan in time, or they will. Lil gets the Aegis, but it's a disaster. VP have lost 3, and Lil may not even get out. Unstable concoction going to be able to catch him next, and there just seems to be no hope for Lil in this coming life too.
Yeah, he's definitely going to die here, and he was able to snatch the Aegis, which should slow down the aggression of Vici Gaming after this huge fight.
Oh, but that's even worse. Via Super. Unstable concoction coming in, does manage to stun up too. FY not go for the Winter's Curse, but he will be charged up. Now the Gyrocopter ultimate gets laid out. Now the Winter's Curse laid out onto DK Phobos with Sonic Wave over the top. It looks like Spirit Breaker might be going down. The Lucian's chasing him, but Illidan does take out the Tombstone first. Unstable concoction landing on 2 once again. Super is nailing these ones. Meanwhile, Ice actually just stunning up God, making sure he can't get back into the fight as Illidan desperately needs the help, but he's not going to get it in time. G comes in, will be able to take out Burning, but Super comes in with yet another unstable concoction, slowing down G. Does get the kill before DK Phobos could push him back out, and VP are going to fall 1 by 1 until Vici Gaming have it all.
And that's a 5-man wipe.
Next to the base of VP, they know that VP have just completely disappeared off the map.
Yeah,
but if
Vici Gaming want to take this fight.
Absolutely. To stay on the high ground, shackle shot. Oh my God, what a long range one. Fenrir will get the save.
The 3-man stun
initiates with the 3-man stun. Winter's Curse on the DK Phobos, but who cares? Burning's come forward and just hit the biggest sonic wave of his life, taking out 4. DK Phobos to fall as well, and VP just got utterly obliviated. Or they got to be able to find their opening 15 seconds. Now Ice making the jump on Illidan here. Follow up FY, and they just gets blown up. There goes the carry of VP. VP is still going to try and fight it out, but immediately the Dazzle's going to lose his life. The Orchid controls him. DK Phobos not going to make an escape either. 3 down, looking for more. G is going to be the next one. Caught his Shadow Strike, catches him out, tries to go for the TP away. Ice gets the stun in time. That's a 4th down for VP. And now a guaranteed Roshan for Vici Gaming, or they may not even go for it. They might as well just push out the bottom lane and try and end this thing.
They're probably just assessing what went wrong. VP. They're going to make a go of this, though.
Oh, shackle shot onto Burning. That's going to be a good setup. Maybe they could take away that early Aegis. Nether Strike. Oh, what? Burning? No, the power shot snags him. And VP. Oh, Illidan actually wants to set this one up onto the ultimate. The ultimate comes out for the Winter Wyvern. TK Phobos immediately going to be the target, though, as he tried to charge in. Does manage to get the charge off. Still has the Nether Strike as well. Bumps back. Does manage to push around Super, but Illidan just doesn't have the damage necessary. And G couldn't even get close with Fenrir. Jump in, ice, two-man stun. Illidan's gonna throw out the ultimate as well, but it just does a pittance of damage as Vici Gaming just don't seem to be threatened at all by DK, Phobos, or Lil. They start trying to go for Fenrir, but a good Winter's Curse holds the rest of VP together, and they will fall together as well. 16-32 is the end score as Virtus.pro finally called GG. Yeah, absolutely. Virtus.pro, I mean, they had the early start, though, with the Gyrocopter and everything else.
G is playing quite aggressively because of how low Super is, but he might just surge FY forward and set this up.
This should be an easy setup for the Shadow Strike. They do have Lil Vici.
Oh, he's gonna get the first blood
on the Super first, and now they have the combo body block by Lil.
He's gonna get the bottle up.
Away. They turn around, get ice. F1 comes in.
Oh, he's not even gonna get it.
He's trying to get the kill, but God survives. Oh, the Shadow Strike takes him out, but Vici Gaming lose 3 in the process, and no one is there to collect that kill.
They don't even get the experience out of that. Well played by G, holding his ground, understanding with the drawer.
DK Phobos gets the charge away as well. For the Night Stalker, you feel pretty confident. Charge coming out. He's still going to keep going here. Super is going to be almost stunned up. Fenrir is able to interrupt that combo, but they still get off the ultimate now. Lil's going to be able to come in with birds. We've seen this story before, and once again, the Queen of Pain is going to go down. DK Phobos is the target, but they do have the Ice Blast coming in. DK Phobos turns, will get the charge out. Looks like the Ice Blast missed on FY, but they'll still be able to get the kill. Lil keeps on going. He's got another nuke. Will be able to finish off the Vengeful Spirit. Turns out of Burning. It will try and fight him too. The birds don't have the stun just yet, but it looks like Burning, Doppelganger away, does have the wand and will be able to get out with a little bit of extra heal. Illidan's trying to catch up desperately. Will have the slow down. Now the charge, the Lil, they're going to be able to catch him out the slow, and they have just barely enough. No, ice. He saves him with the mech and gets Burning away to safety.
Yeah, and great rotation by VP as they recognize that Burning's an acceptable target too in that situation. And G, even without the ultimate, he puts up so much damage. He's getting a little bit low. He's going to go for the burst on him.
You realize what's happening right now. The Ion Shell gets laid out. There it is. The combo comes out. Meanwhile, FY, he's being controlled up by Lil. Once again, they get that kill. Killing spree already. Lil is looking towards the next.
Oh, that damage!
He's being controlled. He doesn't have a blink dagger. Illidan rips him a new one, and now Vici Gaming have lost 3. The early Roche taking team, especially.
They're going to run into each other right now.
Is it going to work out for Vici Gaming? G is the first one in. Ice Blast gets laid out. Doesn't really clip anybody, but they've already taken out the Vengeful Spirit. They're going to go for more. Burning is the target, but DK Phobos is actually being rebuffed. There's a good set of wall that's actually dealing a lot of damage to VP as they're actually forced to retreat here. Looks like they're going to be losing the Lil. Just tries to get whatever damage you can on a Super, but it's not going to be enough. On the right-hand side, nice 2-man Light Strike array, but it doesn't manage to save the Lina as FY gets charged up by DK Phobos. They're committing for this kill. Will be able to just barely get it towards the end, but Vici Gaming are just running away with the game. Illidan is actually taking out Super, and he's going to try TP away, but the Lance actually completes it in the end, and doesn't look like our Spirit Breaker gets out either. Ice setting up the wall that wins the fight for Vici Gaming.
So if he gets swapped out like this.
Yeah, Illidan gets targeted, but he pops the BKB, now makes the turn. Fenrir, he's definitely going down. Burning has been silenced up. Super's being controlled up by DK Phobos. They turn their attention to that core. Now VP actually get a pretty decent vacuum surrounding them, but it's still the BKB from God, putting himself on the front lines, able to take out yet another core. FY's going to go down to the right-hand side. Virtus.pro, though, they've made enough of a dent. They're going to start retreating now. Don't want to be sticking around that wall. They've already forced 1 buyback, and they can take this tier 3 tower at their leisure.
Yeah, and they're just going to call it
GG. Virtus.pro, you're talking about pumping the brakes, but Virtus.pro played to their own style and does manage to win this game pretty handily. We'll see. We're about to find out as Ice. Oh, the Chain Frost, that'll just blow up Lil. Nothing they can do about that. Smart reads. They have the Nether Strike ready to go. Super gets blown up, but at the same time, Burning is able to wipe out that Templar Assassin. Throws a Laguna Blade out. DK Phobos managed to get the bash, and that'll be the kill onto the mid Super. But Burning, he's going to be swapped back into the Ice Blast, and that'll be a return 2 kills for FNG. Virtus.pro are going to be hard-pressed to actually find those kind of words. DK Phobos is going to make the charge, but there is the entrance on the side. 2-man stun, leading things off. Good force tap, but the Chain Frost still going to bounce over to G. DK Phobos gets off his ultimate, but the Chain Frost is still wiping him out. Ice Blast comes in, but Super is just going to wait out the Doom. Ice will be the next target. Swap goes out. FNG hoping to be able to catch Super, but can't get away. Still, though, he's put Burning on the cliff. And this is the time for G to be able to take him out. Managed to blink himself to the side. Illidan now keeps on taking up all this damage. They'll get FY as well, maybe? Yeah, they got him in time. Illidan won't be dying in into that slide, and Fist brings him again. Oh, blinking in. Not the blink you wanted, though, Ice. You want to just get some aggressive vision up, but the Nether Strike will catch him out. They'll still get a chain out. Chain bouncing around. Oh, actually went out DK Phobos. That's not going to be the chain they really wanted, but Illidan's dropped low. Good force stab. Burning going to be the target. The Ice Path. Oh, they swap him back in. They will be able to clip him with that one. Laguna Blade gets laid up, but DK Phobos also surviving. Super going on to FNG. The new comes out from the Vici,
he's still not dead.
He bounces himself back. He's got to retreat out from here, but Lil keeps on going. G hoping to be able to catch up, blink forward, and takes out Super. That's going to be another one down. FY managed to just barely get a support kill. Ancient Apparition does fall, but VP take control of a huge fight right in front of the Roshan pit.
And this is the strength right now of Illidan because they can't really stop this frontline tank for their VP right now, and at the same time, G just goes in FNG with the perfect bait. You notice that he just pushes himself further and further into Vici's line of sight, and Vici think to themselves, okay, we're gonna commit for this. They're not able to get anybody but the AA.
Oh, Vici Gaming, they've done this before. Ice is gonna try and make the initiation, but no, this time around, DK Phobos gets off the charge, and Roshan will go to G. Still, though, they had to sacrifice the Spirit Breaker. Super has his Flame Guard immediately taken away from him, and FNG has the opportunity stunned, but not before the swap goes out.
Oh, Super does have a Spirit!
Is controlled up, FNG! Next level play still catches Super on the way out.
FNG doesn't even die!
Ice can't even get FNG! He's too much to handle! Ice barely gets away! But still, VP win yet another fight around the Roshan pit, and they're gonna find Burning. The trap goes out, but they don't pursue.
But they're being so scared. Maybe
Fenrir. The initiation on the Fenrir couldn't quite get in range. Vengeful Spirit did not let it spend.
Burning got his TP canceled, and they don't have Glyph either. I think you just take this tower.
Oh, Super. He's going to go for the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane while VP keep on going for it. They managed to get the Doom onto Ice. FNG hoping to be able to get swap up perhaps a bit too far, though. Doesn't have his Force Staff anymore, but he does have a Ghost Scepter. That just opens up the Laguna Blade. Extra damage. They will be retreating now. Vici Gaming, they're going to be able to catch more, though. Oh, G turns around, gets that BKB with the Ice Blast coming in. They actually preempted that one, but Burning still one step ahead. DK Phobos gets off the ultimate ahead of Ice, immediately gets a bash, but DK Phobos, just like FNG, a bit too deep. They've taken away the range ranks, but now G is going to be caught on the way out, and he doesn't have a BKB. He's going to need to go for the quick blink out. But Super is right on top of him with the Flame Guard Light Strike Array, and sure enough, G also just gets destroyed. And VP, well, no, DK Phobos, he got spotted by the Remnant. Ice Blast is going to come in, and Ice is going to be able to stay ahead of that one. DK Phobos goes for the charge, but a Sleight of Fist kills him first. VP rebuffed once again after a 5-man smoke. Doesn't find the hero kill they wanted. Ice does get stunned up. FNG gets himself over the cliff. They start targeting Ice and will be able to get the Doom out on him, and they move forward for FY, but unfortunately his armor is protecting for the time being. Summons more familiars than God. He actually is losing time with his BKB, but a big crit comes out on Burning. Another one of those, and Burning will die.
Kite him up.
He's going to be controlled up. Yule Scepter Illidan can't play Redemption here. FNG managed to get the swap out, and G will get out, but FNG, he'll die in the process. So close to getting Visage. Ice. He knows he can get more. If he could possibly just sprint forward and get a good sort of blink initiation, Lil sacrifices himself to make sure the core survive, but Vici Gaming coming back into this game. Ice. He wants to make the initiation onto G. They know the refraction is burned out. They're going to try and pop immediately. The Laguna Blade goes up, but they get the swap. Ice Blast over the top of the Chain Frost is going to bounce around. This may be free VP low, but G, he managed to take Burning. Will take out FY as well. Double crit for him, and he keeps on going. Wants to be able to get Super, but another great initiation from Ice. Locks down 2, and there goes the fight. Vici Gaming will look for the last one. The Vengeful Spirit, though, is already safe back home. Doom is going to be the first one out. Ice does get swapped in, but a good Force Staff actually gets into a position. Now Burning comes in. Hello, that's going to be a 2-man stun. Illidan goes down. G's going to be comboed up, and VP, they've just fallen apart. That's 2 diebacks as Vici Gaming take control of the base. What was once VP's game on the cusp. Vici Gaming holds strong and take game number 3 in this winner's bracket best of 3.
What could have just been a 10K lead into Rax. Vici Gaming being able to hold that high ground despite the Aegis from VP